I could pull it, and you hit that track, you're gonna be ready. Uh-oh, camera's on. Never, hey.
Yeah, add a little bit of gasoline. Yeah, I'm gonna set your place on fire. Let's get higher. Yeah, I'm gonna set your place on fire. Let's get higher. Add a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another life scene. I'ma make it burn.
Well, good Monday afternoon, guys. I didn't know the camera was on there. I was having a little conversation. You know how we do. We always talk to our cars. We got to convince them to do right. We got the, thanks for coming back in. S.W.E Racing. If you're new, what we do here is race car stuff. If you're a returning viewer, you know what we do. Last video, we were getting tires mounted. We got them on. We did get our stagger out of them. I think they're going to work out all right. I don't like the way they look, like you heard, but I think they're going to work out all right. But since then, we decided we're going to take out the windshield and replace it. We put a new one in every year, depending on as needed. They get scratched up. We use Lexan. So for those of you that haven't never done a windshield or whatnot, it's not too bad. It's a little bit of work, but what we do is we go and at Home Depot, sorry for my finger in your face again. This thing ain't releasing. It don't want to let go of the camera. There we go. So anyways, I get my Lexan down at Home Depot. Our local glass company, they want like $400 for a 4x8 sheet of Lexan. I can get it at Home Depot for, right now it's $198. Last year it was like $188, so it's gone up a little bit, but not too bad. What's that over there? That thing looks nice, man. Can't wait to jump in that one and go take a few laps. We're probably only going to run that a couple times this year. We're going to mainly focus on the street. And Caitlin in the bomber, Buck in the bomber. But anyways, what we do is we pull that windshield out. This is a 4x8 sheet of Lexan here. So we take our old windshield, which is right over there, and we lay it on there and trace it out. Pretty self-explanatory. Then I go through and I mark all the holes where the rivets were, and I put them on there, as well as the blacking out we do also. So we'll show you that whole process too. I've already put the pattern down on here. Let me zoom out just a little bit. Maybe that'll, it's kind of hard to see on that clear Lexan. Anyways, we got the pattern already on there in the red. So now we'll take the jigsaw. You got to be really careful with this stuff. It scratches really easy. So we got the pattern in there, and we've traced out all of our rivet holes. And we've already pre-drilled them. Okay, and then I think my jigsaw's over here. You leave the plastic coating on when you're doing all this. That comes with a coating on it. Yeah, there's my jigsaw. Then I take duct tape, and I protect the bottom of my jigsaw with the duct tape so it doesn't cut in and scratch this stuff before you even get it put on, because it does scratch really easy. Just washing it, you put swirls in it. So that's why we replace them every year. Out of turn 4, the sun's directly in your eyes as the sun's going down, and you can't see anything, not alone through a scratched up, swirled up windshield. So that's why I try and replace them all the time. On this one that was in there, it was starting to get pretty bad last year. I tried buffing it. For those of you that ride dirt bikes, you know when you like crash and you get one of your plastics, get a white streak in it, and you can take a heat gun and heat it up a bit, and the color will come back in it, and you'll hardly be able to see that white streak. I did try that with a heat gun on this windshield, and it was working to take them all out, and then I got a little hot. You can see right there where it's all bubbled up. It started melting. I got it a little too hot, but I ran the last half of the season with it like that. And so I just figured we'd replace it. So when we get this cut out, now you see this red line right here to the top. Normally I black out about that much of it, but like I said, with that sun out of turn 4, I went ahead and dropped it down about another 1.5 inches. So I'll tape that off on the, once we get it cut out, I'll peel back the plastic down to that line, and then I'll tape it off, and then I'll shoot it all black, as well as the sides. We'll come over about 1 inch or 2, and we'll go down all the sides and peel it back and tape it off and shoot all that black on the back side. And then when it's done, it looks like this. It's nice and clear and shiny black on the front side, and on the back side is where it was painted. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I started this already. I gotta go haul a couple loads, and we'll get it cut out tonight after work. So you'll see that on the next part of this video. And thank you guys for coming in. Hey, the views have been going up, which is great. It's awesome. It's kind of nice to finally see it grow a bit, and hopefully it continues to do so. But like I told you guys in the beginning, I don't know if I have told you guys or whatnot. I like to put out content that people like and enjoy, and they're here to watch. Another reason why I started this channel is actually the main reason. Let me see if I can get this. I don't know why this thing ain't working tonight, but get it put back up on this tripod. There we go. There we go. Another main reason why I started this channel is because I've lost loved ones in my life. And as time goes by, the memory of their face fades. Unless you've got pictures, you can look at pictures. The sound of their voice fades. Their character, their personality begins to fade. So I started this channel so that we all know sometime we're all going to go, right? So I want to have it online so that my grandkids, my great-grandkids, all throughout history can get on here. I mean, I think as long as it's online, you're going to probably be on there pretty much forever, unless you pull it down. So they can get on there and they can see who their ancestors were, what they did, how they enjoyed life, and, you know, it's kind of a nice, neat way to leave an impression on the world after you're gone. I mean, we never know when we're going to go. I could get in the truck right now, and this could be the last video you ever seen of me. It's just the way life is. And if you live your life to the fullest and you keep your trust and faith in the Lord, the rest is up to Him and the creation of Lord and all of the atoms and everything else that's in this world. And I'm not a philosopher, but I wish I had videos that I could go back and look at my dad and see some of the stuff that he did. And my grandpa, you know, I just have vague memories of my grandpa, stuff like that. So that's the main reason why I started this channel. But if you enjoy the journey and you want to come along and you can learn something, I'm glad to share with you and help you grow as a racer or mentality in life, and just enjoy life while you're here, and don't regret it. Life's pretty simple. They say life's complicated. The way I see it, life's pretty simple. You make a decision and you stick to it and go forward and don't look back. Once that checker flag falls, you can't go back and rethink that move you could have made in turn 4 to get the win. No, it's gone. So do it now, enjoy your life, and just be happy. So we'll catch you on the next clip when we get this thing cut out. Trying to figure out how to spice the channel up a little bit, add a little bit of goofiness or something in it. I don't know, some kind of pranks on Scott maybe. I pick on Scott a lot. I love him to death. He helps me out on everything. He's an awesome person. So we'll see you on the next clip when we get this thing cut out. All right. I guess I'm going to have to move the tripod closer to you because I don't want to mess with taking you off the tripod, because it's really kind of give me a fit right now. Okay, let's move you guys in closer. Don't get dizzy. You're gonna move. Well, if you guys want to see me cut this out, yeah, it's kind of tough to lower you down a little bit. Anyways, we're gonna cut this out, and mainly what I wanted to show you is how we go about painting them, and getting them ready to go. Get some power on this thing over here. This is not one of my favorite things to do. It gets stuff everywhere. I can throw you on a time lapse and cut this out, which is probably what I'm going to do. But let's get after it. Go ahead and put you on time lapse and cut this out really quick.
Get on my head. 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 Get on my head.
Alright guys, we got that all cut out. So if you look on the front, when I traced it out, I wrote out, meaning this is the outside. The reason why I did that is when I go to paint the back, I don't want to paint the wrong side because we want it on the back side. So we're going to start getting ready and we're going to paint that. I got to go grab some tape. I'll be right back. Alright, we got our tape. Now our lines that we drew are right here, right there. So that's the first thing we're going to do is get that peeled back. Sometimes it's a little tough to get to it, especially when you keep short nails. Yeah, I can get started on this side. There we go. So you see that clear plastic on there. We're just going to roll that down all the way across. All the way across the windshield. We're just going to go a hair below the lines that we drew where we want our line at. The reason why we go a hair below is so the tape will stick really good. And we'll get a crisp, clean line across there. Okay. Looks pretty good. Now I like to keep my upper shaded area curved the same as the top of the windshield, so I kind of start in the center. Take a nice long piece, put it right here in the center of the windshield, and I pull that down. Like that right there. That gives you that same arch. Then we'll go through and do a few different spots like that. You won't have to pull as hard with this one. right there. Let's go ahead and get that taped right there for now. Because it's wanting to pull the side down. We only want it to be down about the width of your tape that you're going to do. Because this keeps you from having to paper over it so that you don't get overspray on the window. Now we got our center pulled down good. We'll run this side back up the way. Now we're not going to go all the way to the outside edge because we're going to go around and black out the whole, like I said, 1.5 inches around the entire side. So that tells us right there, that's our top. Then we'll go ahead and peel around the side. Pull it back. Tape these down so they don't get in the way. We'll start right here. Then we'll go down across the bottom. We might already have a few scratches in this thing, it looks like it. Some of the plastic's kind of sliced, so tells me something's ran across that plastic and cut it, and if it's ran across that plastic cover and cut it, it's probably into the Lexan as well. So we'll do like that right there. This came undone. Start at this corner, just kind of fold it up, tape it. Same here, tape it. Kind of self-explanatory, kind of. If you know what if you've done one before, it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, you got our tape a little too far there. So there. Tape. Tape here to hold that corner. Bring it over a little bit. Fold these corners over like that so you're not overlapped, and get it onto the area where you're going to paint. Okay. Now we're going to take, I just take, a lot of people might use scissors. I just rip an angle out of it. I don't know if you can see that. So I'll take the highest point of that angle. Right there. Then just kind of follow the line of the roof, or the part that's going towards the roof. And I'll rip at an angle on this side too. I'll go one more piece up. Like that. This tape that I'm using is really expensive. It's called Sharp Line. So it gives you a real clean sharp line when you spray against it. It's the best kind I've found to use. Now we'll start at this corner. Rip her angled up. I'm gonna go a little further with that line. Like that. And we're gonna come back over here and turn that right into that line so we get a nice little curved edge right there on the corner. Do the same thing on the other side. Alright, looking good, guys. Now on that corner we want our tall end on this leading edge here so that we can line it up. I hear a mouse squeaking a door in the background.
Not a mouse.
Not a mouse?
No, it's not a mouse, it's me.
Oh. That was a mouse. I didn't like how that one looked down, but we are going to redo it. There, that one's good. So we'll go across here, get our first initial line, get our spacing of the gap we want painted black down on the bottom edge. Following the curves. That. Sometimes I'm a little too picky, guys. I kind of like it a certain way, and I get a little picky with it. You turn it up at a sharp edge on that end, and that's where you're going to start with on that end. That way it seams up with the other one and you don't get an overlap. What I'm doing is I'm going a little further down just to make sure I'm getting good seal to the Lexan so I don't get overspray on the rest up in there. And making sure it maintains the same kind of distance and look across the bottom. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we'll just go back over where we folded it over, run some tape down there, keep it from accidentally folding over on what you just paint and causing you to ruin your whole paint. This isn't as critical, this part, you're just holding the other piece down, so. Like that right there. Now we're ready to paint it. And you don't actually even have to use a gloss. You could use flat on this and it'll still turn out gloss on the other side because of the Lexan will make it gloss. Get a piece of cardboard here. Put their windshield up. Try not to touch where you just exposed that Lexan. And do this by yourself, which is, yeah, fun. There's a bunch of oil on that, so I don't like that. Okay. Grab the plastic or the bottom side. Okay. Now we're ready for some paint. And you could border this any color you wanted. If you wanted it to match your car, say like this one, if I wanted to do it red, it'd look pretty neat. Or if I wanted to do it white, it would look like the windshield was really small and the A-pillars were really big. I prefer the original black myself. So just go along and spray the edges. This will take a couple of coats because of the transparency of it. So you just do a couple of coats and it'll be nice and dark and you'll be good to go. Alright, now we're going to let that dry and then I'll take it off and bring you back on. Oh, by the way, on that last video on the giveaway, on the Guess My Weight, I don't know if you can see me, Let me turn this up here. I'm going to be too high there, I think. Always fiddling with the camera. Anyways, on that last video on the giveaway, we had 2 people that was really, really close. So close that we're going to go ahead and give it to them. One is my buddy Sean Lester. That's kind of cheating. He sees me every day. He was within 2 pounds. And the other one is Sir Richard Warner out of Ohio. He guessed 202. He was also off by 2 pounds. Sean guessed 198, and he guessed 202. They were both off by 2 pounds. Now, I'm not going to make you do math and try to guess what it is. I'll just tell you, 200 even.
Yep.
Okay? And so, we're going to get it out to him. I've already got Sir Richard's address. We're going to shoot him out a sticker. We need to go make hero cards.
Yes.
Okay, we haven't been able to get time to go do that. But my question to you, Sir Richard, means we've replaced this windshield. I don't know how much it cost me, but I got cardboard here. Would you rather have the 2021 Street Stock Championship windshield that we just took out? Buck and I will sign it. I'll wrap it in some cardboard and send it over to UPS or something and ship it to you. If this is something you're interested in, and I'd also send you one of the newer stickers off of the late model. Hit me up. I know you're going to watch it. You watch every video. We appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. Like I said, our views are going up. It's getting really good. And so yeah, Sir Richard, if you like this windshield, along with our newer updated 23 stickers, we'll send that to you. You're just going to have to comment in the video whether you want that windshield or not, because I don't want to ship it to you if you don't want it. But if you do want it, I'd gladly ship it to you, along with one of the new 23 Steve Eden stickers. So, you let me know. I think we're going to do this video in 2 parts because it's getting pretty long. So, I'll send out the first video, and the follow-up one is where you're going to let me know. Maybe maybe I'll announce something. I don't know how I'm going to edit this because it's pretty long. Anyways, I'm going to shut you off there. Congratulations, Sir Richard. We love you. We love every one of you that follow us and support us. All right, we'll see you in a little bit when this is dry and I can reveal it. All right, guys, there you can see the kind of bordering that we put on there. Turned out pretty good. I'm not going to remove the other side yet till we're ready to put it on. That's going to be probably part 3 of this build, windshield, because I was looking at some of the times on the video. Just taping it off was like 21 minutes and something. And then all the other compilations of video. One was 9 minutes, the other one was 3 minutes. So you're looking at a 30-something minute video, including the time lapse. So we're going to break this up. We'll put it out in a 3-part video. We're going to do the install. We'll do the, first of all, you'll see, 3-part video. Lot of parts. What are you forring about?
4 days. And you know what happens in 4 days?
We have to rebuild this thing.
No, these cars will officially hit the track.
Okay, this is already a long video. We don't need it longer.
Hey, I have to tell them 4 days until these cars hit the track.
Yes, sir. All right, so I'm going to cut it off here. The 3rd video will be us putting it in, and you'll see the final results. I did notice something that I got to fix. That's one reason why I'm not going to do it right now, because right here on the roof, where the roof's been cut off before, I don't know if you can see that separation right there. The only thing that was holding the front of the windshield roof on was the windshield, so I got to go in and do some welding and build a brace up in there to secure that A-post back to the roof. I'll do that off video. I'm sure you don't need to see that. It's going to be long enough with the windshield. All right, guys. Stay tuned for part 3.